So it was said that Bimbisara was having the 4 wives. They were all married to him because of his annexation of their respective kingdoms, and the 4 queens of Bimbisara were Koshala Devi, Chalena, Khema, and Vaidhi. This proves that Bimbisara and matrimonial alliance to expand his kingdom. For example, Koshala Devi brought Kashi under his rule. Bimbisara were great in military skills as well. So he defeated Brahmadatta of Anga and annexed Anga in Magadh. Bimbisara's life ended in tragedy. He was imprisoned by his son Ajatasattu, who starved him to death. Means he was kept in jail and food was not given, and because of starvation he died. Bimbisara was very efficient politician who had a clear vision of political situation. So he was known as Sarinik as per the Jain text. So after becoming a king, at the age of 15 years, he not only expanded the empire but also patronized both the rising religions at that time, and his success was also due to the efficient administration. Now let's see the Bhaji. So Bhaji was one of the 16 Mahajanpadas, and to begin with, the Bhajis formed a confederacy consisting of 8 republican clans, and each clans had a equal status. So among them, Vedhyans, Lichavis, the Jantrikas, and the Bhaji proper was most prominent. So these are most prominent among all the clans. Lichavis was most powerful among them and was known as Bhaji, and Sangha or the union of Bhaji were comprised of many Janpadas. So many Janpadas comprised and it became a large Mahajanpadas. So the eminent people were chosen for each Kandhas means district to represent on their behalves in the Bhaji Gana Parishad means people council. Gana Parishad means people council. You can underline this one. And the chairman of the council was called the Gana Pramukh. Chairman was called Gana Pramukh, and other executive were Mahabaladhrikrit means equivalent to the Minister of Internal Security. Then Binishcharya Matya, Chief Justice, and Danda Dhikrit, other justice. These are all law members. Their lawmaking body was called Athakulaka, which means head of 8 clans. You can underline here. Now let's see the life in Mahajanpadas. So life in Mahajanpadas, there is political life. The king was the head of the monarch, and he took the measures of fortify the kingdom so as to protect it from enemies. And the king was advised by the head of the village and the Purohit. Purohit means the priest. And he was also helped in the administration of the kingdom by officials such as ministers or the Amatyas and Senapatis or the commanders of the army. The tax collected was used in maintenance of army and other welfare activities like making roads, etc. was done. Republics or the Ganasanghas had a political system which was different from the monarch. So here the king did not enjoy absolute power. The Buddhist text mentioned that Lichavis had a system in which the leader or the Rajan was elected out of 7,707 rulers, and the Rajan was assisted by the council of 9 men. It is mentioned in Buddhist text. Also, in the text of Atakhatha it is stated that the Lichavis were administered by the body which consisted of Raja, that is ruling chief, the Uparaja, the deputy chief, and Senapati, the commander of army, and the treasurer, that is Bhanda Girika. So these are some of the members who helped the king to rule. The Janasankhas consist of Janapadas, Gramas, village, and Gotras. And Ganamukhyas were chosen from each district to represent the people in the Sangh. Like as usual, the representative was selected from each and every district. The Ganasanghas thus consist of group of clans, and the Bhaji Sanghs was such one of this. So village agriculture was the main occupation of the people, and land in the village was owned collectively by the village. Here the king employed special officials who was responsible for collecting taxes from the peasant. The peasant had to give how much? 1/6 of the produced of the kings as tax. So tax was given at that time at 1/6. Means from 100% they have to give 1/6. Town and cities. So some of the towns and cities such as Rajagriha, Pataliputra, Vaishali, Champa, etc. Village are also specialized specific crafts like pottery, weaving, all this was done. Chariot making, basket making. Then cities like Nalanda and Takshila was important center of learning. These are learning place. Then the students learned subject like medicine, philosophy, grammar, astronomy, political science, all this. Then port towns like Champa, Tamralipti, and trading towns such as Benares was flourished, and many these cities was fortified, and massive fortification had been excavated around the Kushambi, Ujjain. Ujjain, it is in Madhya Pradesh, Banaras, and Rajagriha. So crafts such as textile, pots, iron, all this was made, ivory. Then punch mark coins were used to pay for the goods. The coins had in existence since around 6th century BCE, and these coins were punched with figure like tree, peacock, all these. Many copper coins dating to this period have also been found. Now let's see the craft. Crafts such as chariot and cart making, weaving, metalwork, all this was done. And craft people organized themselves into a guilds to help each other. And by this time, profession has become heredity, means father after father, the son will do. And generation by generation, they are doing all this. And the knowledge was passed on from father to son. Weaving activities was mostly carried out by women, and the king also collect taxes from the craft person. So taxes was given by them also. Society, how the society was, Varna system was there, different caste of people, that is Kshatriyas, Brahmins, Vaishyas, Sudras. Religion, in this period, it is shown that the emergence of two new religions secrets, which was Jainism and Buddhism.